What is up, guys? ClimaxCombo here. I'm Licious Kid.
I'm Checkers.
And today, Bushiro Senpai has finally noticed us. I'm sure you can guess from the title, but we do have some exclusive card reveals for the new Guilty Gear set. Woo! Coming out very soon. This set should be releasing on December 15th, 2023. If you guys don't know what Guilty Gear is, it is an ongoing fighting game series made from Arc System Works. Very cool fighting game. The latest iteration is Guilty Gear Strive, and that is what this set will focus on.
Cool.
A little information about this set, guys. This set is going to come with a trial deck. This trial deck comes with 2 holo cards. In each one, you could get a triple R, an OFR, which stands for Overframe Rare, or an SP, which is the rarest one.
And like the other English exclusive sets, it is going to be coming with the supply set. Pretty cool. It comes with deck case, card sleeves, and a bit of booster packs and a special PR pack. Really neat if you're fans of Guilty Gear.
I actually really want those sleeves. It's kind of sick.
They're really cool.
And of course, the booster set itself has a couple special rarities. It has, once again, the Overframe Rare. However, it will be drawn by Hungry Clicker himself.
Ooh.
Really cool artist. He does a lot of amazing work. If you guys don't know who he is, you guys can check his stuff out on Twitter. And of course, he's going to have some SPs with a unique hot stamp. But the coolest one of them all is the SEC rarity, which is signed by Daisuke Ishiwatari himself, who is actually the developer of Guilty Gear, which is so sick. I would love to see a Soul Bad Guy with that.
Dude, so cool.
That is so cool.
If you guys are new to the channel, we hope you guys stick around because we love to talk about the game a lot. We're going to do more videos regarding this set, top 10, different builds you can run, so stick around. For our reveals, we were given Goldlewis and Giovanna, the 2 military special officer characters. Pretty cool, pretty exciting.
Just a heads up, guys, at the time of this recording, we don't know any of the other cards in this set. We only know the cards that were assigned to us today for this video. But to start things off, we got this 1-0 Goldlewis common. It's a pretty funny card. He's got 2 effects. The first effect, when this card is placed on stage in your hand, you choose one of your opponent's center stage characters, and it gets plus 1500 power until the end of their turn. Oh, very nice of Goldlewis. Second effect, when he attacks with all your characters are Guilty Gear, look at top 2 cards of your deck, choose one card among them, put on top of your deck, and put the rest into waiting room. So, Goldlewis is a pretty funny card. He's oversized, and he does have a demerit. Demerit's pretty painful since the power does last to the end of your opponent's next turn. Mm-hmm. So if you fail to reverse it or they back it up, it's not good times for you.
Yeah.
The payoff, we don't think it's really worth it. So it's okay. It's just common.
Yeah.
It's okay. There'll be more juicier cards like this 1-0 event.
This event is a brainstorm. Flip over 3 cards from the top of your deck, put them into your waiting room, and choose 1 level X or lower Guilty Gear character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. X is equal to the number of Guilty Gear characters among those cards. That effect is, been on other stuff in the past. It's a useful effect to grab things from your waiting room. The interesting thing about this event is that it is a brainstorm effect, which means refresh timing applies to that. The cards are in resolution. There are ups and downs to it, I would say. You are always going to get the effect off pretty much because you get to put all 3 cards in your waiting room each time. Other events that can be like top look or reveal top, those cards go into the waiting room and then you refresh once you resolve the effect, but this one is different. So still a pretty cool card. Milling event, costless, is always a neat card to have.
Definitely. I think the fact that it is brainstorm and you always get some payoff off of it, I think it's worth it. Because it feels bad when you mill and then you get nothing. It's just minusing for nothing.
For truth.
Mm-hmm. The next card we have is this pretty sick 0-0 Goldlewis, 2k power. He has experience. This gets plus 2500 power for each Guilty Gear character in your level. And when he's placed on stage from hand, you can choose 1 card in your hand and put it to your stock. So this Goldlewis, I think, is pretty legit. The fact that his second effect, his on-play effect, is always good, makes him already playable. But him having that experience makes him all that much better. I mean, being I think these kind of cards are at their strongest at level 2 because having a 0/0 7k is pretty good. And at level 3, you don't really want to be playing your level 0s, you know?
Yeah.
That feels kind of bad. But I do think at level 2, these cards are pretty annoying. Like, cost of 7Ks is pretty tight.
So valuable for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, dang.
And you get to put a card from your hand in your stock. So, super dope.
Next up, we have another uncommon level 0 Goldlewis. 3,500 base. You cannot play events or backup from your hand. And when this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you can put that card to your opponent's stock. And if you do, put the bottom card of your opponent's stock into their waiting room. A tried and true effect, slightly oversized, and, prevents on-reverse effects and encore of your opponent's cards. Stops your opponent from setting up their game plan sometimes. It's just a really good card and nice to have in the set.
I think as more zeros have these really good on-reverse effects, cards like this get a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, everyone uses a ton of on-reverse effects.
Right? I think so.
It's like the core of
almost like every deck now has like a 0 that does something when it dies. So
yeah.
It's pretty legit. And for our final Goldlewis card, we have this 2/1 5k rare Goldlewis. Can also come in an SP variant. He's got 2 effects. His first effect is if you have 2 or more Guilty Gear characters, he gets plus 5k and plus 1 soul. Second effect, he combos with the shot trigger. This ability activates up to once per turn. When damage dealt by this card is cancelled. If you have the climax in your climax area, if you have 2 or more Guilty Gear characters, choose up to 1 Guilty Gear character in your waiting room, return it to your hand, then choose 1 Guilty Gear character in your waiting room and put it into your stock. And he gets plus 4k until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this Goldlewis, I think, is pretty legit. Him being 2/1, 10k, 2 soul essentially all the time alone makes him pretty good. Usually got to pay 2 stock for a 2 soul character. So him being a 2 soul character with high, with the standard power for 1 stock already makes him pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Him comboing with the shot trigger is just so cool. I mean, I think shot trigger is so unique. So him comboing that is really cool. Probably the strongest trigger in the late game, especially on your final turn. Like it makes all the difference.
Oh yeah.
So him comboing that makes him extra sick. But lastly, his climax combo is pretty cool. Pretty fitting of Goldlewis as well. I mean, if you combo and the damage sticks, cool, 3 damage. And if it cancels, then he gets all the extra goodies, free stock, free hand, and then plus 4k power till the end of your opponent's next turn. And they're probably not going to get over that unless they spend a lot of resources on their following turn to get over him. So just all sorts of great things happen if they cancel. So if he hits, you win. If he cancels, you win. Just all really good things. Also, when you cancel it, since you get a free stock, he essentially pays for himself. So he's pretty much free if you think about it. So it's even that much juicier. Very fitting of Goldlewis himself, I'd say. If you ever fought against Goldlewis in the game, once you're stuck blocking against him and his Behemoth Typhoons, if you get hit, you lose. If you block, you're in a crappy position. So it's just, very fitting of this card. You cancel his attack, and it sucks. If you cancel, it sucks too. Also, keep in mind, since he gets a power after your opponent cancels, if they back up against Goldlewis and then you cancel and gets an extra 4k, sucks to be you. You wasted your backup, and so you still get owned. So, just be wary of that.
Pretty awesome. Moving on to the Giovanna cards, we have this level 0 uncommon. When this card becomes reversed, if this character's battle opponent is level 0 or lower, you may put the top card of your opponent's block into their waiting room. If you do, put that character into your opponent's block. Second effect, when this card is put into your waiting room from the stage, if your memory has 1 or less cards, you may choose 1 Giovanna Special Operations Unit Officer or Giovanna Possessing Ray in your waiting room and put it into your memory. We'll get to the other Giovanna in a second, but this Giovanna, you can put her in memory. She counts herself because she's in the waiting room, but you can put other copies of her as well. It doesn't exactly matter. So with this card alone, you can get 2 cards in memory. And Clock Suicider, pretty useful card. And very important for our next 2 Giovanna cards.
On to the other Giovanna cards. We have this 2/1 5/5 Giovanna rare. As memory, during your turn, your memory has 2 or more cards. She gets plus 6k. And the second effect is decompression. When this is played from hand to stage, you can pay 1, discard a card. If you do, your opponent chooses 1 Climax in the waiting room and then returns all the other cards in the waiting room to their deck, and then they shuffle. So these 2/1 cards with decompression, I think is always good to have. So a really good tech card to run one of, like, why not, right?
Yeah.
And she's 2/1, 6/5. Oh no, 2/1, sorry, 11/5 on offense, which is really good. Even if you don't hit the memory, it's still like just mainly here for the on-play effect, which is already really good. Since it's not tied to the recollection or the memory, I think it's like playable in any Guilty Gear deck that runs green, honestly.
For our last card, we have this level 1 Giovanna. It's the SP for Giovanna. And double rare.
Ooh!
Woo! Giovanna, Special Operations Unit Officer, has a continuous effect. During your turn, if there's a card in your memory, this card gets plus 3k power. And another continuous effect, if your memory has 2 or more cards, this card gets plus 500 power. And the following ability, when this card attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is level 1 or higher, put it into your stock. So this Giovanna is really neat and can be a really good sub-attacker for level 1. It can be 7k on offense, and you have a chance to gain stock throughout the whole game. So it's pretty useful card, and you can get a lot of benefit from it. But yeah, that level 0 Geo from earlier is perfect for getting things into memory. And this is the other target for that Geo, so if you have multiple copies of this level 1, you can send these to memory as well.
Hopefully not these, but
yeah,
you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. 107k, I can get you extra stock. Seems pretty legit to me.
Very low commitment. Could have some high return on investment. Wait, low investment. You know, pretty cool.
I think it's sick. Well, we don't know right now, but if Guilty Gear has standby, and you know, she gets you extra stock, it's a good sub attacker for those standby decks. I think it'd be pretty legit. And Guilty Gear, if you guys don't know the series or the game, it's extremely aggressive, and people blow up in 1v2 combos. So I'm hoping they're gonna have some insane finish in this set that costs a crap load of stock. And if they do, you know, this Geo, it's gonna be real juicy in that. So
yeah, for sure.
And that is it for our Guilty Gear Strive exclusive reveals. Once again, thank you so much, Bushiro, for giving us this opportunity to do this with you guys.
We are honored. It was a fun project.
Personally, I think we are very excited for this set. Me and Checkers do dabble in fighting games. So we did play Guilty Gear Strive. I did play 1.0 Soul. I thought it was real good at the game, mashing far slash and forward heavy slash. Really balanced moves.
Those were the good times.
I'm the guy who did Heavy Mob Cemetery full screen. I'm gonna do it.
I played Giovanna, so I was very happy with our assignments here. Geo is super fun, and she's fast. I like fast, you know. Cards aren't that fast.
She kind of makes it fast, gives you extra stock.
That's true. Yeah. She's cool. And it's really nice to see the art and the SP for her. Pretty cool. Pretty exciting.
Once again, if you are looking forward to the set like we are, be sure to stick around because we will have more Guilty Gear Strive content in the future. With that being said, guys, we're ClimaxCombo, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.